It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for season 11 of The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at something that's related to the first episode of season 11, the premiere for the final season. This one has to do with a huge cliffhanger at the end of the first episode, which is going to infuriate a good chunk of the fan base. Now, obviously, we still have a few days until the episode airs. It comes out on the 15th for those who have AMC Premiere, and a week later for regular viewers. And at the time of recording this, we still have like 2 days until the 15th. So the episode hasn't come out, and I haven't watched the episode yet. But based on early reviews, it looks like there's gonna be a huge cliffhanger that will infuriate people. Those who have watched and reviewed the episode have even compared it to the season 6 finale, which is the Negan entrance, and said that it's as infuriating as that cliffhanger, even though it's not as big as that cliffhanger. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we jump into this, if you're not a subscriber and enjoyed the content by the end, consider subscribing to join our community, share and smash the like button, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. So with that, let's dive right into it. So of course, like I said, this episode comes out in a few days, so it still hasn't officially aired, but those who have gotten early screeners for the episode have watched it and reviewed it. And something that was consistent in every review that I've read, one of which I actually covered on the channel, is that there's gonna be a big cliffhanger at the end of the episode, which doesn't need to be there. And it's structured in such a way that will definitely infuriate and frustrate a good chunk of the fan base. One reviewer even went as far as comparing it to the season 6 finale, not in terms of how big it was, like it's not going to be as big, but in terms of how infuriating and frustrating of a cliffhanger it was, especially for fans who obviously had to wait months and months before they actually saw the resolution. Now, in this case, obviously, it's only going to be 1 week's worth of wait before the cliffhanger is resolved, but what makes this worse in a way, but also similar in some ways to the season 6 cliffhanger and the season 7 premiere, is that the resolution is not gonna come immediately in the next episode or the following episode. So even though we don't have to wait months and months, we only have to wait 1 week, it's still not gonna be resolved right away. Much like in the season 7 premiere, we had to wait a little bit before the resolution of the cliffhanger came. It looks like they're gonna do a similar thing for the season 11 second episode, following the cliffhanger at the end of the season 1 episode. Now obviously we don't know if this cliffhanger is going to involve Negan in any way. Leaning more towards it not actually involving Negan directly, but what we do know is that there's a very good chance that it's gonna involve Maggie. Now the reason why I say that is because we know that there's a big focus on Maggie in the first half, especially the first few episodes. So it's only logical for this cliffhanger to be done in such a way that impacts Maggie. Otherwise, it wouldn't really fit in with the story, as far as I can tell at the moment. But obviously, reviewers have said consistently that it's a very underwhelming cliffhanger. Now, one thing we know based on the synopsises of the first 2 episodes is that at the end of the first episode or early in the second episode, the survivors are going to figure out that someone is trapped in one of the train cars in the underground tunnels. Now, whether that's the cliffhanger or not remains to be seen. It would be kind of pointless for them to put that in the synopsis if that turns out to be the cliffhanger. So I'm leaning more towards that not actually being the cliffhanger, but I do think that the cliffhanger is going to be about the same thing. And what I mean by that is that the person who's stuck in the train car may die, and the resolution of whether they did die or not is gonna be the cliffhanger. For the longest time, I've been leaning towards Alden being the person that gets trapped in the train cars. Now obviously that's just a speculation, and based on something else that I'm gonna cover on a separate video where I talk about them possibly showing a death or a injury in the season 11 trailer. it might be a little too convenient for them to give this to Alden. But the point of the matter is that whoever is trapped in the train car probably has some sort of a close connection to Maggie, and Alden obviously fits that description. The other thing I want to mention, this shot that was in one of the teasers could also be related to the same thing. So we can see a survivor trapped in a train car. So this could be that survivor that we're talking about, and this could be part of the cliffhanger. Although again, it would be pointless to have this in a teaser if it's a cliffhanger, but maybe they completely dropped the bomb this time. But looking at this survivor, it could be Alden. Difficult to say, but it could be Alden. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I'm definitely not looking forward to this cliffhanger because there's been a lot of negative reviews just for that cliffhanger. As positive as some of the reviews may have been, when it comes to the cliffhanger, everyone was consistent in saying that it was not the best cliffhanger. So I'm definitely not looking forward to that. But I'm definitely looking forward to the season 11 premiere, which is going to come out a week early for people who have AMC Premiere. That's going to be on the 15th. And for everyone else, of course, it's going to be a week later when they can actually watch the episode. But with that said, I'm definitely extremely excited to know everyone's thoughts and opinions about this. What do you think about this cliffhanger? Do you think that this cliffhanger is going to be related to the survivor being trapped in the train car and the idea that they may not show us whether he survives or he or she survives or not? Or do you think it's something else? And obviously, if you know this because you watched the episode somehow, I don't want to know anything about it. I just want to know speculations and theories, not spoilers. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to share and smash the like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to join our community and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.